Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Please invite your friends. I know that many people expect me to be live on air right now, but we have some comment to share, and we will not keep it for long. Uh, we uh, uh, we saw a comment or a tweet from Trump, and we will show it to you on the screen. And this is what our topic will be for now. If Iran wants to fight, that will be the official end of Iran. Never threat the United States again. Now, the comment is not really a big deal for me, but the funny about what's happening is the mad Democrats. This guy, whatever he do, whatever he say, the Democrat, they go so crazy. I wonder, by the end of the coming year, how many Democrats they suffer from heart attack because of Donald Trump? I mean, those guys, the second you say Donald Trump, they go right away in the spinning zone. The guy, he just made a statement, and he is responding to the threat Iran is making. They made tons of a threat. We will destroy the air carrier. We will shoot our missiles. The American base under our hands. Iraq, and he is responding to them. But a Democrat, because they are mentally ill, they claim that he is a threat in Iran now. Even read the statement. He says, if Iran want to fight, what's wrong with those people? Sometimes I wonder, do Democrats, they eat the same food we do eat? Do they breathe the same as we breathe? Are they alien or they are from this earth? I am not sure really. I cannot confirm that Democrats are like us. I think they are alien. But we need some time to confirm that. I remember the day when the election happened, how the Democrat, including actors, all their TV stations, CNN. I remember what this guy, his name, the idiot, the Turk, the young Turk. They start saying the F word. They cut the papers. I'm going out of here. I will not be Democrat again. It is hilarious. Those people, they are not much far away from terrorism mentality. And then they start burning cars, attacking stores in the street, blocking streets, coming out by hundreds of thousands. You see, when Obama, he won the election, we are against Obama. We did not burn not even a cigarette. Election, because he won the election. What's wrong with you? This is a terrorism mentality. And since this man, he took over the office, they try to terrify him and to terrify anyone who sponsor him. And they start making him as the devil. They made him KKK, when the fact nobody helped the black African in America more than him. He created even a tax-free zone just for the African American to have the benefit from it. They accuse him that he hate the Muslims. Why? Because he banned 6 countries from entering USA without security check. But in fact, the same law was made by Obama. He just renewed. Hypocrisy, stupidity, madness. If you go down a little bit, you will see the comments of those who hate Trump. As you see, they are quoting for him all their comments. Remember that I predicted long time ago that President Obama will attack Iran because in his inability to negotiate properly and not skilled. I agree he was wrong in this one. Obama, he was not negotiating Iran. Obama is a member of the Muslims Brotherhood, and he was giving them the deal they wanted. There was no negotiation, and this is why he gave them everything they want, and he made them rich again. But Trump, maybe he don't, maybe I don't know, maybe he didn't dare to say that he is, or maybe he don't know. Remember what I previously said: Obama will someday attack Iran in order to show how tough he is. Obama will never do that, because Obama, as we said, he is a Muslim's brotherhood, and the Muslim brotherhood, they are in the panty of Iran. So all of this is a wrong prediction from Trump. But here we notice that those hypocrites, the Democrat, they are quoting, saying like, in order to get elected, Barack Obama will start war with Iran. But Barack Obama, he did start war, and he attacked neighboring countries. He launched many attack fronts in Somalia, in Libya, and in many other places, and in Syria too. So Obama always, you know, Obama was a smart snake who do something and he say something. Trump is a person who say what he do. He is not a hypocrite. He is not a politician. He say things as it is. So here the liberals who they hate Obama, they hate Trump very much. They are trying to quote something he said before. But what I say yesterday in politics does not match today, because what I said yesterday, it have about conditions at that time. So we have to go back in conditions and see what was going on. And now they are saying that he is a threaten Iran starting war, but the fact he is not starting war. He just made sanctions which exist before Obama, and Obama is the one who lifted up, giving the help of Iran to grow and take over the Middle East. To the point Iran became now not Iran no more. Iran is Lebanon, Iran is Yemen, Iran is Somalia, Iran is Libya, Iran everywhere. So Iran is Iraq. So by the help of the Muslim Brotherhood leader Obama and the Prince of Qatar, Iran flourish with their terrorism. Hamas, the Jihad al-Islami, all the Islamic terrorist organization, they flourish because of the help of Obama. Remember, in the time of Obama, ISIS came to existence. Why? Because he wanted them to exist. This is the plan. This is the whole plan. We create some like, you know, if you want to plant flowers, you need to get some kind of the right soil, the right fertilizer, the right etc. So they created all the circumstances which is going to make ISIS exist. And the plan is very simple. We make them exist, and then Iran will have a legitimate reason to be involved, because they are going to defend the Shia in Syria. So how Iran can come to Syria, how Hezbollah can come to Syria, we have to give them a reason. So what we do, and the same happened in Iraq. Iraq now, they have a huge terrorist organization. It's called Al-Hashd al-Sha'bi. All of this exists because of what called ISIS. So if we don't make ISIS, how we can make those people legitimate? So all those militant, they came to those lands and extending the arms of Iran all the way from Iran to Iraq to Syria to Lebanon by the help of Obama. If you remember, when the ambassador of Libya was of USA in Libya was killed, Hillary Clinton, you know, who is nothing but an agent for the Qatari government, went to Libya and met only with one person from all the country of Libya, the head of the Muslims Brotherhood, Osama bin Laden, Obama bin Laden. He hired a Muslim Brotherhood member in the White House. This is not a secret, you can check her out. Syria went into chaos, Christians being slaughtered, people they've been slaughtered just because of their religion, because of the help of Obama. And Obama did not involve directly in the war for a very simple reason, because if he involved, then the tragedy will end. And this is not the purpose of it. We want Iran to come, send hundreds of thousands of fighters, take over Syria, and then ISIS will be demolished. But then we will establish an Islamic State of Iran in Syria, the same as we did in Iran, the same as we did before in Iraq. So always the Democrat, it doesn't matter what you say, they hate you. Actually, you as a person, not the president of USA, just say I like Trump, they will throw shoes at you. For they are not democratic and they are not civil. You see, we talk about civil, but they are not. Go and see what they did after the election. Go and see right now what they do with many people who like Trump, what they do to them violently. They are violent. They are the same as the Islamic terrorism. And the funny is, after, you know, in the Middle East, in Arabic, we say like, when somebody die, you know, there's people, they hire women to cry. You believe it? They hire women to cry. Those usually the rich hypocrites, you know, because okay, we have a dead guy and we are not crying, so what we do? Like, come on. So they hire people to cry. They bring a bunch of women who they are poor, and they sit in them cry, shout, you know, like, so we are so sad, and we will pay you. So the Democrat are those women who cry in a dead person who is not their dead person. There's nobody is dead even. They are crying just because they cannot take it. How this happened? How this happened? We thought we took the White House again, and we have the filthy, corrupt Clinton and her gang taking over, and all of this is sponsored by George Soros, the biggest terrorist. So I did not make this video, by the way, to talk about what will happen with Iran. I know that Iran will never dare even to move their finger toward America, because we know what will happen. They are no match, and you know, maybe Iranian government, they think they can win a war against us because the Quran said they will win. If you remember, there's a verse in the Quran. If you go, it says, وَإِنْ يَنْصُرُكُمُ اللَّهُ فَلَا غَالِبَ لَكُمْ. You know, if Allah help you, none can overcome you. And I understand that the Iranian government is mullah government, but trust me, they don't believe in Allah and they don't care for Allah. All what they care for is money and sex. This is what all Islamic regime, money and sex, take over population by controlling them, harassing them, and you know, Iranian Islamic regime is the biggest rape jail in the world. Anyone who goes against the government, even he is a man, they arrest him and they rape him. Very Islamic. So they are not convinced that Allah will take them to victory, otherwise they will attack from long time ago. I mean, we have sanctions in Iran since 40 years. Why they don't attack America? They don't dare. They knew that they are no match, and Trump, he can smash them like a mashed potato. And if Allah help you, I mean, here we go, Israel, and you are 1 point whatever billion, and Israel is 5-6 million people, but you cannot even, you know, play games with them. But the only thing is America is weak, is the weakness of America is not the army, is not the economy, is not you know, America is a really powerful country, but the weakness of America is having a party, it's called Democrat, and this is what the mullahs of Iran waiting for. They are waiting for the Democrat Party to get rid of Trump. Then the terrorism can breathe again. So what the Iranian, they are hoping, they were hoping in the beginning, the Democrat for the last 2 years is they make an investigation, and they were hoping that they will find something to do with the Russian, and then we can impeach him, and then oops, it didn't work. So like, okay, look, like Trump is staying, and now they are hoping. So this is their hope. The only hope is how we can get rid of Trump. So here you notice that Muslim terrorist, Iranian terrorist, Hezbollah terrorist, a Jihad al-Islami terrorist, Hamas terrorist, ISIS terrorist, Al-Qaeda terrorist, and Democrat, all of them, they share one enemy, that is Trump. And here you know which side you should stand with. Because ask yourself, you know, imagine Al-Qaeda come and say to Christian Prince, hey Christian Prince, may Allah bless you. Obviously there is something wrong with the Christian Prince. Are you getting my point? You know, once they asked me why you don't want to vote for Obama, I said, well, Obama supposedly is an ex-Muslim, so how come the Muslims, they are making a united front to vote for him? According to Islam, the one who leaves Islam is the worst enemy of Allah. So don't you think it's very fishy that the Muslims who been ordered to fight those who leave Islam, they are the worst of even animals for them, yet they want to vote for the one who left Islam? It is very fishy, and I'm not stupid. So anyone, those people, they you know, the terrorist, they sponsor, obviously there is something wrong with him. You see, all the terrorists in the world, they hate no one as much as they do hate Trump. They did not really hate Obama. They don't. There is nothing against Obama. Obama hated everything they want. He made them flourish. Al-Qaeda, ISIS have own state in the time of Trump. Imagine a state. It is not a small organization no more. They became a state, and the size of a state is 4 or 5 times bigger than the size of Jordan. They took almost 70% of Syria and 70% of Iraq. So who is my the Democrat? Who is the enemy of my enemy is my friend, even if they are Al-Qaeda, even if it's Iran, even if it's Hezbollah. And actually we heard the Democrat saying many things against Israel, and that is telling you what this Democrat party is about. They are radical. They support they are supporting terrorism, yet they claim to be, they are Democrat. And those people, they are willing to do anything. And you know, and I find them, sometimes I watch their news just for that's a comedy. Like there is a woman, she is a congresswoman, she said, why there is many shooting happening in America, and why we don't say that those shooting are terrorists? First of all, terrorism have conditions. If somebody is shooting to terrify, he is a terrorist. It doesn't matter who he is. And she is saying, why we say Muslim terrorist? Well, because they are doing that in the name of religion. And all of them, they are doing it under the name of Islam. That's why we call them Muslim terrorist. If somebody, he is a Jew, and then those Jews, they start doing terrorism, or Christians, and then what we will call them? We will call them Christian terrorist, because they are doing it in the name of their religion. It's very simple. But those Democrats, they have, and they are suffering from a mental, and they have a lack of intellect, and they have a lack of intelligence, and they are hypocrite, and they are cowards. They are cowards because if you don't dare to say Islamic terrorism, so what we will call them? Hindu terrorism? When somebody attack people and starts shouting Allahu Akbar, so obviously he's what? What we will call him? What we should call him? Give me a name, give me a title. What we should say? During the time of Obama, if you remember, Obama forbid all media from using the word. He did not forbid them, by the way, but because most of them, all of them, they are Democrat, he forbid them from, or they agree together not to use the word Islamic terrorism. But this is nothing but hypocrisy. All the terrorists, they say we are doing this because Allah, he ordered us. So what we will call them? Muhammad himself was the first terrorist, and he says I've been victorious by terror. Let me find it for you. Live in the screen. You know, I speak Arabic, right? Supposedly. نصرت بالرعب. نصرت what? بالرعب. What does that mean? I was victorious by terror. This is their prophet. So their prophet, he says, I am a terrorist, and you are saying to us, don't call him terrorist. Their prophet saying, I am Muhammad, the prophet of Islam, the founder of this cult, is a terrorist. So maybe Muhammad, he have an Islamophobia issue, because look, the one who say Islamic terrorist, he have a phobia. I think Muhammad, he have an Islamophobia. Isn't it obvious? Otherwise, why he is saying he is a terrorist? All right. When you will confirm that you are Lebanese, and if I confirm that, what that will do to you, Abdul? I mean, look what the Muslims know. When you will confirm that you are Lebanese. You know, you did the same exactly when the Arab, they have a meeting, Arab kings, they have a meeting to negotiate about the war with Iran many years ago. And the king of Saudi Arabia was thinking deep. They talked to him, he don't answer. They talked to him, he don't answer. And they said to him, Your Majesty, are you with us? He said, yeah, I was thinking how this big table was able to enter from that small door. And that is you. Look what we are talking about, and you are focusing how the table enter from that door. Silly and stupid. I will tell you how they enter it, by the way. They put it pieces. Abdul, hello. People are talking about war, etc., and he is thinking about the table. How this big table, which looked like it's one piece, how they were able to enter it from that door, small door. I mean, this is impossible. Abdul. So, America is a fine country, very healthy country, but we have one illness, that is Democrat. And the only hope for the Islamic terrorism is the Democrat. And they knew how the Democrat, how they are useful for them. You see, if you go and listen to the Democrats speaking about Israel in the last just 6 months, I don't want to say go to, they said Israel is a racist country. Israel is an unjust country. Israel is doing oppression. Israel is an occupation. The Quran says that the Jews, Allah gave them the land. Even the Quran confirmed that this is the land of the Jews. And look like Allah himself, he is sponsoring the Jews. Do you see it? The whole Quran never mentioned the word Palestine. The whole Quran never even speak about Arab in that land. The Quran speak that Allah, he gave the land to Moses, and Moses, he ordered his people to attack this land and to slaughter everybody there. But because the Jews refuse to attack that land, Allah, he made them lose their way for 40 years in the desert as a penalty for refusing to attack and occupy that land. The Jews, they say to Moses, never shall we enter it until they leave. Who? The ones who live there, not those Arab, Hamas, etc. Those are not from that land. They have nothing to do with that land. Those people, they came with the Umar ibn Khattab 600 years after Jesus. until they leave, and then shall we enter it. And then there's only two guys, two Jews. They agree with Moses to do assault and to do terrorism, to attack the gate, but they are not enough to do it. So Allah, he punished them, because the Jews, they said, we will never enter, we don't want to go in war. So Allah, he said to them, it's forbidden for you 40 years to reach that land. Israel will be able to handle Hamas and Hezbollah both in war. Yes, they can. But you see, the problem with those societies, it is Democrat. Democrat is an illness for all countries of the West. How you can win a war when you have Democrat, or let us say liberals? You cannot. You cannot win a war, because the second you start attacking the terrorist, they start crying, shouting, taking off their panties, and doing striptease. Which means you will lose the war not in the war field, it is a political war. This is why you notice each time Hezbollah do something for more than 20 years, Israel was not able to do anything. Because if they attack right away, the liberals, they start crying, in a war, we are against war, and they strike in the street. And those countries are democratic. It's not like a dictatorship where that's it, the president, he decides what he want to do. In order for Israel to overcome their enemies, they need a king like David, and they need to change the system of their country, where the president, he rule. Right now they don't rule, they have a prime minister, and the prime minister, he rule nothing really. So you know, peace and war, war happen, by the way, because you are peaceful, not because you are a war warrior. You will notice always, if you are an aggressive, nobody attack you, nobody get close to you, because you are a troublemaker. But if you are a nice guy, everybody wanna beat you. This is the reality. If you are a peaceful, nice, kind, then everybody wanna show his missiles on you, because you know they knew that you will not respond. But if you are aggressive and strong, then that will bring war upon you. So after Hezbollah attacking Israel for more than 20 years, finally Israel decided to take a very aggressive response. And since then, Hezbollah did not dare to fart. Since 2006 until now, when the last time Hezbollah did farting? They block their butt. They put big concrete in their butt. They don't even dare to fart toward Israel. But before that, every 2 weeks attack on Israel by Hezbollah. So you need a leader. You see, countries, it's not enough to have a huge army or a big powerful army. You need to have a real leader. Leaders can destroy countries. Soviet Union was not really weak when it was collapsed. It was, the weakness was the leader. Yes, they have economic problem, but they can overcome that. You know, it's a communist country, so they can still stand and they can really fight, and nobody will dare to attack them. But because they have Gorbachev, which is a potato. When you have a potato to be the head of a state, your country will turn to a potato and everybody will snatch it. All right. Why today Iran is not daring to do anything when Trump he talk? Because they knew that this guy is not Obama. He's not their friend. Obama, the first thing he took office, he said, if you attack us, we will not attack you back. Go and watch his speech in Egypt. We don't want to attack anyone. And if you attack us, we will respond to you with the hugs and peace. (9/11) My friend, you see, I don't like a conspiracy. I know people, they like conspiracy, and I find it very stupid. The Muslims around the earth, they say we did it, and yet you find a bunch of dumb people says it was CIA. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid thing like this? Osama bin Laden killed, and yet still he say I did it. and yet they still want to say to us it was the government of USA. I mean, stupidity. Democrat, again, Democrat. This is Democrat garbage. You know, they hate anything is called country, government. In the same time, they are establishing the biggest government ever. They want government to be involved even in the diaper of a child. What kind of diaper you put your child? And I think 9/11 happened based on Hillary Clinton, because people, they are eating fast food. Right? Go watch Christopher Pollone. Okay, go watch Christopher Pollone. He know everything, guys. You see, I mean, one of the funny things about people is a guy, he make like now, go watch a Christian Prince. How I know? I mean, do you have who are you? and again, that should show you how stupid what you are just saying. We have the terrorist who did die, they recorded themselves. We have Osama bin Laden, after they did it, he made the videos and he appeared in thousands of video after that. We have leaders who from Al-Qaeda who grow up with Osama bin Laden. They went to Iraq and they threat America, and we will do more. Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, etc. All of those, they work for the CIA. So the CIA, they are hiring Muslim terrorists to say we are Muslims who did it. I mean, you are super smart, man. You are super smart. Yeah, Israel is behind 9/11. I mean, here we go. Let us blame the Jews. Let me show you. You are just a terrorist like the rest of them. Let me show you where this is coming from. Let us blame the Jews. I'm sure you are the kind, if you could not have sex with your wife, you will blame the Jews. And you will say that your private part did not stand up because the Jews, they did something to it. The prophet said, if it's not for Bani Israel, meat would not decay. Do you see it? Why the meat decay? Because of the Jews. It's obvious. Why we have refrigerator in our house? If there is no Jews, we do not need refrigerator. You can leave the food outside for 10 years, nothing will damage, but because of the Jews. And here, by the way, Muhammad is not talking about the food. He is saying that all the evil in the world happened because of the Jews. That is you. You are a hypocrite and you hate the Jews. Let me ask you, when Muhammad he said this, should we blame the Jews for this hadith? When Muhammad he says I've been victorious by terror, should we blame the Jews for this? When the Muslim terrorists, they say we've been ordered to fight all mankind and kill them unless they convert to Islam, should we blame the Jews? Because they cannot. Why they are not doing anything against Hezbollah? Because they cannot. Hezbollah is more powerful than the army. They are more in number and they are more in weapon. What about you do it? Why you don't do it? Why you playing the Lebanese army? The Lebanese army is just employees. You know, when you have Hezbollah is not a party, is an army. Is an army, hundreds of thousands of people, and all of them, they are heavily armed. So when you say why the Lebanese army don't do anything, okay, you do it. Well, how they can do it? I mean, people are stupid, man. It's sometimes like when you hear that to the comment of people, you laugh about the stupidity. Why you don't blame Israel? Let us blame Hamas for Israel too, and Jihad Islami is Israel. Huh? Which one is bigger? Which one is more powerful? The Lebanese army or Israeli army? Okay, Hamas is just 500 meters from them, and Hamas is there. So why the Israeli could not eliminate Hamas? The second they start attacking Hamas, the whole Muslim world will start, and the Western and the Democrat, they will start saying, Allahu Akbar, the Israeli terrorists, they are killing civilian women and children. Just yesterday, last week actually, England and Germany and Kuwait, they asked the United Nations Council, Security Council, to stand against Russia and Syrian army because they are attacking Al Qaeda. The excuse is they are attacking civilian. The fact there's hundreds of thousands of fighters from Al Qaeda there. So each time they try to cleanse Al Qaeda from Syria, they stand against the one who wanna do it. That is the fact. The Jews rejected Logos 2,000 years ago and have been responsible for revolution. Yeah. Okay, Muhammad, how are you? Well, you see, first of all, that is your ignorance too. Who are they, the apostle of Jesus? Aren't they the Jews? I mean, this is very foolish of you to say that, because if not the Jews, you yourself, you will not be Christian. Silly, stupid. Who is Paul? Who is Peter? Who is Mark? What are you talking about? People are silly and stupid, man. I mean, people, they are sick, silly. I don't know what kind of food you eat, people. What kind of food you eat? You see, when you hold the Bible, the one you have in you between your hand, this is given to you by the Jews, you idiot. So how you say they refuse it? You know, this is what I call this stupidity. You see, and the funny, I'm an Arab. Isn't it funny? I am an Arab defending I'm defending the truth, by the way. I'm not defending the Jews. But this is how silly this world is. Stupid. I mean, people are silly, dumb, crazy. Don't get married, my friend. Don't get married. Your wife, she will divorce you next week. This is the irony. I am the Arab and they are not. Yeah, you see, the ones from the Jews who did not accept Jesus, this is the minority, not the majority. The majority of the Jews are already Christians. Like, do you think the Jews, after more than 2,000 years, they are only like 13, 14 million? What happened? Where is the Jews? Because the majority of them, they became Christians. Little number of them, they stayed as Jews. And what's wrong with that? I mean, they are free. Why you are being stupid? How many of you are Christians? You claim to be Christians. Most of you are fake. You never did anything to Christ. Maybe you don't even pray. But when it's come to hate the Jews, let us find, you see, the hate propaganda is like, let us find a reason to hate the Jews. I remember once when I was in the Middle East, a Muslim says to me, why always you are taking side of Israel? I said, I'm not taking side of Israel. I'm taking side of the truth. This is their land. He said, didn't they kill Jesus? I said, well, I thought he did not. Isn't it your Quran says they did not? So look, the hypocrisy. Just because they want us to hate the Jews, suddenly they don't mind to compromise and accept to say they killed Jesus. You know what I mean? Suddenly the Jews, they killed Jesus. They laugh at us day and night for believing that they did kill Jesus, and suddenly just because they wanna make us hate them, they say, don't they kill Jesus? Right? Revelation 29:39, read it on the screen or you are scared. Listen, Fitchy Gucci, you are the one who is scared and you are a donkey. Don't come again here. What the revelation have to do with the Jews, you idiot? You forgot that the one who wrote it is a Jew, you donkey. Do you forget that the one who gave you revelation, which is inspiration from God, is written by a hand of a Jew, you idiot? This is how stupid you are. This is how donkey you are. Do you understand me, guys? Do you understand what I'm saying? They are saying that those verses is against the Jews. Like in the Bible, it says the synagogue of Satan. Any place, synagogue is a place where people gather to worship. Any place where people they worship, but they worship the devil, is a synagogue of Satan, which means a church or a mosque or a synagogue of the Jews or a place for the Hindus. If people they are believing in evil, practicing evil, this is a synagogue of the devil. Shame on you. Go and grow your hate somewhere else. And again, I am the Arab and they are not. But the truth hurt. And by the way, I wish I can go to Israel, but I know if I go to Israel, 99% they will not let me go through the airport. I don't blame them. Honestly, I wish even this year to go, you know. But I know I would have a very, even I have like an American passport, but I don't think they will let me even get in. And I don't blame them. Anyway, always don't let those people make you hate the Jews. There's bad people, there's good people everywhere. There's, you know, there is a Jewish guy, his name is Rabbi, what's his name? Singer. He's a hypocrite, coward, liar, okay? And he attacked Christianity always. Is that the reason for us to hate the Jews? No. My friend, don't be stupid. I mean, the statement you are saying is against Jesus himself. This is showing us how filthy you are and how coward you are, and you are quoting Revelation. Isn't it Jesus says, pray for your enemy? Isn't it Jesus says in the cross, Father, forgive them, they do not know what they are doing? Shame on you. So Jesus forgive them, but you don't forgive them. You want to kill them all. For you are a coward. And you are no Christian. Anyone you see when we talk to about Muslims, have you ever heard me saying we should hate the Muslims? We never said that. And we should not. Because we are Christians. After all what the terrorists they did to my people in where I'm coming from, in the Middle East, killing, rape, I mean, you name it, 1400 years. Still, me as a Christian, I cannot be Christian if I teach hate. And we are victorious. You see, they might take a land, but they are losers. Look at them. They cannot find peace in their life. They cannot live in peace. All the war in the world, all the trouble is in Islamic countries. If you don't have peace, you cannot give peace. And that is exactly what Islam is about. Islam is a hateful religion. I hate hate. Anything is hateful. I hate hate. Can I do that? Do you allow me, please? Can I hate hate? If you please, if you don't mind. Let me show you the one who's asking me, do you hate Islam? Do you love somebody? His name is Allah. He said that the Christian should be killed, and hate, he will supply them with hate. Read carefully. From those who call themselves Christians, we did take a covenant, but they forgot a good part of the message that we sent to them, so we string them with enmity and hatred between one to the other until the judgment day. That is Satan. I hate Satan. Can I hate Satan? Do you allow me, brother? That is Satan. Guys, do we agree that this is Satan? The one who supply people with hate, spread hate, enmity between people. Who is he? Satan. Obviously. You do not need to be genius. Unless you are a hypocrite, just because Allah he said that, you will not dare to say, okay, this is evil. This is a pure evil. Let us say the Christians are wrong. What spreading hate will do between them? Will make them better? No. So you are spreading evil. So we don't hate the Muslims, and we should not hate them. Same, we should not hate the Jews. And we should not hate the Iranian. You see, we are talking about Iran. We should not hate the Iranian. Iranian are poor people. You know, the mullah government is Islam is the problem. People are people. They want to live. Islam, right? So we don't welcome people who speak hate. And if you are a person of hate, get out of here. Right? How are you, Mr. Tuner? Are you a person of love, Mr. Tuner? The Tuner, what do you think about the Jews, Mr. Nat Tuner? Let us hear your opinion. Who call themselves Christian? Anyone, those who refuse Muhammad, Muhammad is speaking about them here. Who is a Muslim is willing to say that this is a perfect statement from God, his name is Allah? Who support this is statement that this God Allah, he will spread hatred and enmity? Jesus was a good man. He was a good man. Are you a good man? Tuner, are you a good man? So you as a good man, what do you think about what you see in the screen? Or now you will put your tail between your tongue and you will say, I cannot talk. What do you think about this statement in the screen, Mr. Tuner? Are you going to answer or not? What do you think about the statement in the screen? Or you are a sneaky person, you know, you like to play between the bushes. You think it's true? What does that mean? I did not ask you if it's true or not. I'm asking you, what do you think about Allah spreading hate? He think it's true. I'm not sure what food you eat every day in the morning. I hope it's not camel urine. Can you show us tafsir? You go and show tafsir. Open the tafsir. It's clear. I mean, even this one need tafsir. Even this one. What's wrong with you? I mean, if this one you could not understand it, what you can understand? Any Abdul? So anyway, the Quran said, and I say to the mullahs of Iran, that Allah, he give you victory. So don't worry about the, Trump. Show Trump what Allah can do. Why you are worried? Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Their heart are hatred. But you see, Tuner, just to show you how stupid you are. Based on this verse, if their heart is full of hatred, then why the first organization for charity in the world, it's called the Red Cross, made by Christians? Why number one donors in the world and charity and rescue are Christians? And why even the Quran in different verse says that the most nice people is the one who they are Christians? Just how donkey you are. And now the Quran, just because he said we are the most nice people, you will say, I agree. Unbelievable. Okay, let us see. Read this verse, Abdul, and laugh at your stupidity. The strongest among the men in enmity to the believers wilt thou find the Jews and the pagans, and the nearest among them in love to the believers are those who they are Christians. How you answer that, Mr. Tuna? Are you there, Mr. Fish? Are you there, Mr. Fish? So you said we are full of hatred. The Quran says the most people who love the Muslims are the Christians. What do you say, Mr. Fish? Are you going to bite your tail now? A second ago you said it's true that Christians are full of hatred. Hello? Hello? What a donkey you are. Sorry, I cannot say donkey, because I received letter from the donkey organization saying you are really disrespecting us by calling such a person like you a donkey. That's not right, I have to admit. Here, guys, Muhammad really, he don't like the Christians, but Muhammad, when he was going to attack the Jews, he is a very evil man. He wanted to give a message to the Christians: I'm not against you. I am going only to go to fight the Jews. When he finished the Jews, then he says, kill the Christians. We lost their way. What is the way? Can you, do you like to call me Mr. Nat Turner? Turner? Do you like to call me? Do you have the courage to call me and tell me how the Christian lost their way? Is that kissing the black stone? Is that the way you are talking about? Is that about putting your head inside the black stone shaped in the shape of a vagina, which Muhammad said if you kiss it is going to erase your sin? Is that the way you are talking about? We lost it. Hello? Did he kill Christians? Sure, he killed the Christians. He killed millions of Christians. Kiss at dawn. Kiss what? Kiss at Dawnies? What does that mean? Anyway, get out of here. I have no time for kids. Let your dad talk to me. When you get brave to call me live, let me know. All right? Or let mommy call me. But I assure you from now, no mut'ah. No mut'ah. The Christian lost their way. They don't do mut'ah. They don't kiss black stones. They don't have sex. They have four wives in the same bed. They don't. I mean, you are losing everything. They don't believe that Allah will make their penis endless. I mean, this is alone is a gift from Allah. I mean, they lost their way, obviously. I mean, how you Christian don't believe in such a amazing stuff? Look at this. Look, and this is the proof, by the way, that Allah is God. Look at this. If Allah is not God, how he can make your penis never sleep? Think about it. I mean, there is no way. This is impossible. This is a miracle of God. In different places, he says your penis will be endless, which is beautiful. You live in New York, but your penis in China. And they will melt it, and they will make iPhone with it. Or Huawei phone. Hello? So we Christian lost it? And you have it? You have what? Imagine you are living in Australia and the Chinese, they call you the Chinese police, they are saying, can you please move your penis because you are blocking the highway? Endless penis, why? Your wife is next to you and your penis in the other side of the galaxy. The spare Islam, I'm done with you. Stop being stupid. We answer you, and if you are, why you don't go in Israel? Why Israel don't do it? Why you are stupid? Let Israel go and do it. Why you want people to do your job? You are being stupid, donkey. You want to cry? Why you didn't do it for us? Why didn't you do it for us? Why you want the Christian to be killed in Lebanon, tens of thousands to do your job? Go and do it. You have armies, you have airplanes, you have nuke. You want the small tiny Lebanese army to do it for you? I mean, where these people come to us from? I mean, from what shelf? Guys, did you open the wrong drawer in your garage? Anybody opened like an older drawer? Nobody opened it for years? Spiders, and I don't know where they're coming from. Why the Lebanese army don't attack Hezbollah? They attacked Hezbollah before and nobody helped them. You do it. You have a very strong army, Israel. You have nukes. Unbelievable. No, this is true, by the way. We Arab, we are different about orgasm. We Arab, we can have orgasm for 70 and more years. True, this is true, brother. I know my cousin, brother. I left the Middle East like since long time ago. I left him, he was having sex. I called him after 25 years, brother. He could not answer the phone, brother, and most likely he's still having orgasm. 70 years orgasm, Muhammad. Don't you think you are like a big fat liar? 70 years orgasm. I mean, make it 69. At least it's more like more fit. Anyway, our topic, it was about Trump and Iran and etc. So I hope that American, they will not be fooled, and they will not, you see, if you are a Democrat and you are a Christian at the same time, I'm telling you, you are not really serving the Lord. Democrat, they sponsor everything against Christianity. Abortion, killing babies, anything. Always. I'm not saying, by the way, Trump is a Christian guy. No. But you have always to vote. You have to, let us say, two parties. This is what we don't have choices. One of them is extreme liberals. They're sponsoring everything wrong. If you speak against Islam, you are Islamophobic. Speak against Jesus, you are a good guy. Nobody says they are there's a Christophobic. They say the F word to Jesus in every movie, and nobody accused them to be phobic about Christianity. They don't want Bibles in the hotels. They don't want to cross in the street. They don't want to cross in the graveyard. They don't want to cross in the mountains. They don't want to cross in the valleys. And yet nobody called them people of phobia. So if you are a Democrat and you are claiming to be Christian, I assure you that you are no Christian. No Christian will join Democrat. Because you are sponsoring what those people stand for, and everything they stand for is against the Bible. No, it's true, Alice. It's true. Do you support abortion, Alice? Do you allow killing babies, Alice? Is that what you are claiming for to be Christian? Can we kill babies? Just because somebody want to go and have sex and have fun, and now he made a woman, you know, have a baby, so we kill him? Why? Since when you claim to be Christian and you do that? You are no Christian. Okay, I'm not talking about you, so why you are talking to me? I'm talking to the Christians. You cannot be Democrat. Democrat is an evil party for me. It's truly evil. They stand for everything evil. They stand for it, and we can prove it. They have tons of acts sponsoring evil. What if it's rape? Just to show you, what if it's rape, guys? What if it's rape? So if a woman get raped, what is the fault of the child? I mean, don't you think this is not justice? This is stupid too. If women, she is being raped, she can, okay, you don't want the baby, there's many they will adopt. They are desperate to have a baby. They cannot have a children. He's just a poor kid. I mean, so let us say, you see, I mean, look at those people. They stand for animal right. Animal right. If you kill a cat, they will take you to jail. If you kill a dog, they will kill you to take you to jail. But killing a little baby, what he did? So what if it's a rape? He is not a human no more. What his fault? Is he the one who did it? This is disgusting. This is filthy. Human being, when became selfish, he became like a rat. It's like, you know, the chimpanzee, they kill their own babies. Go and learn from a chicken how to be a mother. A chicken will teach you. A cat will teach you. A dog will teach you. This is disgusting. But this is the selfishness of a human being. They want to go have sex, have fun, and they don't want to have responsibility. So okay, I slept with the women and now she have a baby. So what I do? I okay, flush him in the toilet seat. What if your mother, she decided to do that to you? Huh? What if we give the mother the right? You will be in the toilet seat. She don't like to have a child. Do you think somebody have the right to end your life? You. So we cannot vote for those people. And here we see the hypocrisy of the Mohammedan. The Mohammedan, they voted for Obama, who is supposedly an ex-Muslim, who vote for abortion, and yet the Muslim, they vote for him. Why? Because it took Osama bin Laden a war with Afghanistan to kill 3,000 Americans. By signature of Obama, we kill more than 300,000 Americans every year. I mean, who want that, more than this? 300,000 Americans are killed every year by a signature of a filthy president. And nobody care, as if we are killing chickens. Right? What about little women in the womb? Right? I don't know what are you talking about. Now, I'm not saying like, okay, maybe a woman, she will die. Okay, which one we choose for the baby or the mother? This is a personal decision. The woman, she can decide that, but it's not because somebody he don't want a child. You know what I mean? Like there is cases where the women, maybe she die. So now we have to sacrifice her whatever she have in the womb. But this is a different case. We are talking about for no reason, just you want to kill the baby just because, okay, I have sex and I have fun. I took my pant off for some time, 5 minutes, and then now I don't want responsibility, and then I dump you, my child, in the toilet seat. Yeah, Islam forbid abortion for sure. Islam forbid it. But why the Muslim they vote for Democrat then? Because Democrat they serve the agenda of Islam. Who is the one who will suffer from the agenda of liberals? Us. The Muslim they will not do abortion. They sponsor anyone who promote something will harm USA. This is why if you compare between Obama support by Muslims and Trump support, Trump he have almost zero support from Muslims, because the only one who is a Muslim who support Trump is somebody is a Muslim by name. Who are you voting? I always vote for Republican. I remember last election I went and the girl, she said to me, I said to her, where is I have my ID with me. She said, you have an accent, where are you from? I asked her, where is the Republican? She said where are you from? I said, I am from the Middle East. She said, this is strange, Middle Eastern Arab, they always vote for Democrat. I said, because they are stupid. She looked at me and her eyes open like a frog. She could not believe it what she is hearing. I know what she can say. I'm a racist, I'm an Arab, I'm talking about my people. Just strange. Always Arab, they vote for Democrat, and she is Democrat, I said, because they are stupid. I'm not. Hello? Anyway. You see, always I take an action. I don't follow people just like the theory of the cattle where people they just walk wherever people walking. I don't do that. I don't do that. Always you have to choose the right path for you. Otherwise you are following the cattle. You are just a sheep. So if the whole world is a stupid, are you going to be stupid too? Just follow blindly? Don't think, don't use your brain. Don't do that. And even actually I don't associate with Middle Eastern, including Christians, because like you go, you sit with them. Man, America, disgusting America. Yeah. Yesterday there is a news says blah 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 and blah 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 blah, 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 you know. And then I said, you know, listen, all of you are a bunch of potatoes, and you are hypocrite, and you are a liar. As long America is so bad like this, why don't go back to your country? I mean, who's holding you? Go right now, open your phone and buy a ticket and go back. There's one from Jordan, the other one from wherever, I don't know, like from different country from the Middle East. Go back. Why you are here? You hate this country. If you remember, when Trump, he signed the law that anyone who have a crimes, who have a green card only, to deport him. They started crying. And Trump, we want to stay in America. America was disgusting. America was bad. America was ugly. I mean, the second Trump, he want to kick them out, they are crying like babies. Why you are here? Who is forcing me to stay in America? You don't like it, just go. They eat in the dish and they spit in it. They are feeding you. They're giving you respect. You have the right as a citizen like everybody. Which country is better than this country for you? Why you are here? Go. In the Middle East, if you fart speaking against the king or the prince, you disappear, you and your family, and nobody will heard about you. Go on here. If you don't believe me, ask Mr. Khashoggi. Jamal Khashoggi, brother. Huh? If you don't believe me, go and ask for a visa in the Saudi embassy. Oh boy. Say something to this Leela women. Who is Leela women? I don't know. And why you want me to say something? Maybe she's married. Her husband will kill me, man. But you cannot wait to get here. Get 100 Muslim a day hitting me out. All right. Anyway, but what I'm trying to say, that the world is full of hypocrisy. Immigrant, and I am an immigrant, they come to this country and then they start speaking against this country. But the fact is very simple. They die to get a visa. They cross the desert to get in America. They do anything they can. They cross the sea. They cross the ocean. They come from the end of the world to come here. And then when they come, they get citizenship. They became citizen. They start speaking against the country. That because they are not, whoever do that, I'm not talking about an ethnic group or even religion, whoever do that is a hypocrite, and he is evil, and he is a liar. I mean, this country is a wonderful country, and me myself, I joined the USA Army. You know, this is how I love this country. I did join it. When I joined it, all the Arab around me, they says, why you are joining the, you know, I said, why not? Why not? Why I will not join the USA Army? And actually, if you are young, I advise you to join the USA Army, because it's good for your career. And not only that, it teaches you how to be a man. You know, Army make a child a man. Make you really a man. Teach you how to be organized, responsible, tough, and you know, and for sure. But the Army is not for everybody, because some people, they cannot even handle to hear a sound of a gun. So this is not a good thing for everybody, right? What if you are get treated unfairly? Where? Get treated unfairly where, my friend? Where? Actually, in the airport, always they treat me very fairly. Let me tell you what I do. I go in the airport, I start talking in the phone in Arabic, and right away the security, they come and they put a red circle around my ticket number, and they say, sir, can you go to that, you know, so like a special private inspection. And this is why I do it, actually, because it's the fastest way to go and to avoid the long line. speak in Arabic, say Allah, Alhamdulillah, say some words like, you know, secret words, you know, Alhamdulillah, Inshallah, Alhamdulillah in the phone, and right away they put something around your ticket, and this, and right after they pick you up, they pick up the first one. He is redhead, not only blonde, to make it like it's not because you're Middle Eastern or anything. No, 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 no. It's not because you said Alhamdulillah. No, absolutely not. No, it's not because you're an Arab. So they pick up somebody right away after you. He's a blonde redhead, and say, "Sir, can you go there with you?" You know, so they make it like, look, it's okay. But I understand. But for me, it's the best thing. Instead of staying for 2 hours in the long line, just speak a little bit in Arabic and speak loud. Perfect. And I do the same in the air, in the airplane, because then I will have like the whole seat alone. Nobody want to sit next to me. Very, I mean, it's work all the time. But last time did not work. I don't know why. I spoke in Arabic. I said Alhamdulillah. And I don't know. I mean, they are not hearing me at all, as if I said nothing. I think they are used to me. Maybe. I'm not sure. They should have changed the security company. I hope they will change it soon. All right. So Alice, what is your religion, Alice? You are talking between your God and then your business. I don't know, what are you talking about? All right. We have nothing to say. I just want to have some conversation, guys, with you. We have 556 people here, which is not really good. I mean, come on. If we are making a review for Lipstick, once, guys, I download an app. I forgot the name of the app. I deleted. And there is a woman. She have like 2,000, 3,000 people watching live. And I became interested. I mean, what they are watching. And she bought new jeans. She bought new jeans. She's not doing like anything wrong. I mean, she go to her room, she changed the jeans, and she came back, and people, 3,000 people they are, and look at me, and 566 people. Should I think I get the idea now. I think next time I'm going to change my jeans, you know, the jeans, Lipstick, she talk about everything. So in those website, I was really amazed about the number. There's a guy, he is taking boogers from his nose. He is laying down. He is really big, huge. He's like 500 pounds. Laying down in his bed. And I don't know, the number, like 6,000 people watching. So I became curious, why they have this number? So I clicked the guy, he have his finger in his nose. And he's not talking. He's just digging in his nose and getting boogers, and he throwing them away. And thousands of people, they are chatting, making comments. It's so beautiful, it's so amazing. I'm trying to remember what the name of this app. Actually, one of you, he told me, why you don't broadcast there? And actually, I tried, but because it's use the phone, so you have to use a camera, not like you cannot show the screen. So I did not really. You don't want to know, Andrew? Why? Come on, Andrew. You can open your camera and you can and you can clean your nose. Let me see if I can find the app, so maybe I can get rid of some of you. Because if I give you the app, okay, I got the name of the app. Honest to God, I just click at Google. I did not even search for it. It says Live Me. Live Me. Life, like from live, not life, live. Live Me. All right. And look, 50 million plus downloaded this video. This app. Unbelievable. Crazy, isn't it? CP, are you going to debate Imam Tawhidi? My friend, this guy, he will never even get close to me. What's wrong with you? Don't you know that they will never get close to me? Do you notice that all of them, they want to speak, they speak that, I mean, with my respect to David Wood, they love him. You know, Mimi Hijab, all of them, they want to debate David Wood. Nobody want to say hello to me. I am here every day, and I open my Skype, anyone can call me. and yet we cannot find them. And even I made a challenge to this Tawhidi, to Mimi, Susu, all of them, TT, I mean all of them, but still they will not. You cannot watch live screen. Oh, okay. No, I'm just joking. I don't care really about how many really they go and come in live stream or not. At the end of the day, is delivering the message is not about how many, but the important is actually there's people who download my videos. They have a lot more review from my channel because I don't keep my videos on my channel. After 2 hours from now, I delete them because YouTube, they love me a lot. It doesn't matter what I say in YouTube. YouTube right away they send me a message. The government of Pakistan, they are upset from the following videos, and the emails they start coming one after one, one after one, one after one. What do you mean why? I don't know if YouTube will be upset. I mean, they might I'm afraid to show you. Hold on, maybe I can show you some of the email. Hold on. I don't know if it's a good idea. Is it against their policy to show the, did I say policy? This is the Arab way to say policy. We go to the store, we say shampoo. We don't say shampoo. It's not, we say Pakistan, not Pakistan. We don't, because we don't have the letter P in Arabic, you know. We have B, we don't have P. Let us see. Let us search for the word Pakistan. Pakistan. I don't see it. I don't see anything in the search engine say Pakistan. Where is Pakistan? Okay, let's see how I can find it. Shouldn't, if you have a word in the email, should show in the search engine if you search in YouTube? It should, right? Maybe I deleted the previous emails. I found one of them. I found one of them. No, actually, I found 4 of them. Ta-da-da-da. Ta-da-da-dum. Do you see it? YouTube block content where necessary to comply with the local laws. Please review our help center article. From which country? Pakistan. Do you see it? And there's a long, all of them, they actually coming in one list because all of them, they are from the same, you know, Pakistan. I mean, look how silly Islamic government. I am just a guy in YouTube, and you are a government of a country who have nuke. And this guy is causing a threat to the security of Pakistan. Why? I am Mr. Trump. Huh? Look how many emails. Look, one after one. You know? One after one. Unbelievable. What I did, brother? What I did? Man. And I was reading, by the way, in the top it says we have received a legal complaint regarding your video from the government. When I saw that from the government, I said, oh, this is a CIA. Oh boy. Okay. From a government, Pakistan, for a video, Christian Prince. And by the way, many years ago, the Iranian government, they select the most enemy to Islam videos in YouTube, and guess what? It was my video. Actually, I did not notice, but somebody sent me a video made by what it's called, Memory TV. Okay. Yeah, they were talking about me. Not talking about me as a person. They are talking about, um, my video. Anyway, okay, guys. I think we have enough for today, and I'm sure I don't want many of you to have a problem with his wife for letting her stay alone. Yeah, I'm very dangerous, Roger. I agree. I mean, isn't it silly? You are government of Pakistan, Iran, and who is this guy, Christian Prince? Just the guy in the YouTube. I mean, come on. Let me see if I can find the video. And actually, at that time, I was recording the screen by using a camcorder. I don't like, because at that time, internet was so slow, DSL, you have to call the phone number, like, I don't know if many of you remember. And you cannot record the screen like now. So I was holding a camera in my hand, recording my, I don't know if you remember those old screen computers, which is funny, look like the belly of the beast. So you can tell the quality of the recording is very bad. I'm trying to find the video. Maybe it's gone, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's gone, I don't know. But it was funny. My religion say harm none. Which is your religion, Mr. Ellis? Do you mind to tell us? I became curious, and maybe I want to join your religion. What is your religion, Ellis? About riba in Islam, which means the interest. The Muslim, they take interest, but they give it different names. They are hypocrites. Dividend, they call it different names, but they don't take interest. Haram, brother, haram. But they give it different names. So Alice, what's your religion? Did Alice, she answer? She said in her religion she is not allowed to harm no one. I hope you are not like one of those Western women who became Buddha. I remember I used to have a neighbor who used to carry a sign, have the sun on it. And I asked him, what is that? He said, my God. What is your religion, Alice? What is your religion? Is that Alice in the Wonderland? I mean, why you don't want to tell us? I mean, I saw some Western. I saw like in Asia. I saw once a Western man, a blonde guy. He is wearing the clothes of a Buddha, a priest. I asked him, well, about what he believe in, and he could not answer anything. I mean, this guy, he have no idea why he became one and why he is one. We can. What we can is? I never heard of this. Let me search in private Google. Hold on. I want to increase my knowledge now. This is something new for me. We can. The religion is called We Can. What is that? What is this We Can? Wicca, also termed pagan witchcraft. Ah, you do witchcraft? Is that a witchcraft? Can you do witchcraft for me, Alice? I want you to do this. I want to go to sleep and wake up in the morning handsome. Can you do me a favor? I mean, I'm really, I will pay you. I will pay you. If you can do that to me, please. Can you do some witchcraft for me so I can go sleep, wake up in the morning and find myself handsome? So at least somebody will marry me? Please? Can you do that, please? Unbelievable. Hey, Ellis, are you okay? You are a witch. Ellis, I'm so glad I'm still single, because what if I marry a woman she's like you? I mean, you must be crazy. Hey, Ellis, did you watch the movie? It's called Alice in the Wonderland. Are you the one who make the cheese for Alice? She ate it, she get big. She can't do that. Okay, Alice, I'm going to go to sleep, guys, because Alice, she promised she will make me handsome by the morning. So I will sleep. Guys, I told you once, I cursed somebody, he made me upset. I cursed him. I said to him, may Allah make you look like Christian Prince. And the poor guy, he will not believe it. He went so crazy. He woke up in the morning, he looked like me. Even people in the street, brother, they could not recognize who is me, who is he, because we look the same. And he was going really crazy. You don't want to look like me, brother. Anyway. Well, obviously, there's many mental people. You know, I believe anyone who believes in such a stupid thing, he is suffering from mental illness. This is a clear sign of depression and being lonely and being, looking for attention. You see, when always you follow something stupid, it means you are looking for attention. And I think this is why she said to us, she believes in this. Maybe she don't, but she is just looking for attention. There's many people, they do things not because they believe in them, but how I can get your attention. It's like somebody, dress weird suddenly, crazy weird. What is the purpose? Seeking attention. Lonely. We need some lighting, put light on us. Attack me, it's okay, but attention, So many people, even they convert to different religion, just seeking attention. So their family, they will say, why you do that? Because this person who was being forgotten for long, and now suddenly his family, they remember him because he joined a very stupid cult. But the purpose is they knew when they join such a cult, they will get attention. Attention you seek, attention you get. But that will not change the fact that you are being stupid. Kabich? Right? Those, those who, by the way, they will change their religion so easy, so fast. Obviously, they have mental issues. I'm not saying if somebody changes his belief, he have mental issue. I'm saying there is many people, they do that. They change so fast and they switch. Like there's a woman, she became Buddha, then she became Hindus, she became atheist, she became Buddha again, she became a Christian, and then she became Jews, and then she became a Muslim, and now I think she left. So this is all is a clear sign of mental illness. I get it. She is and I ask her a favor to make me handsome by the morning. So guys, expect from me tomorrow in the morning to update you. Don't forget to ask me if I go live again, if I became handsome, because obviously Alice, she have the power. You all being stupid because you have no idea what Wicca is. No, we have. Here we go. This is the website for the Wicca. There's videos of them. Wicca.com. This is your website? Isn't this is your website? Wicca.com. Nice to meet you. You're all stupid. You have no idea what Wicca is about. Here we go. This is your website. This article below describe how Wicca draw from the old tradition of witchcraft. While this is true, we would simply like to certify that witchcraft is and Wicca. What? Witchcraft and Wicca? What does that mean? While similar in many respects and not the same, one can be witched without being Wiccan. I mean, this is deep. This is alone is deep. I'm really impressed. That is something. Now we can supply. You have supply. I want those. I want those rocks. Those rocks, brother. You can control anyone, brother. All right. Yeah. Star supply and tools. What do you do with that one? What is this? What is this? I'm really convinced. I wanna convert. Magical store. This is called magical store. Guys, if you get this stone here, just to let you know, if you get this store, especially females, you can control any guy you want. A guy walking in the street, you hold this stone, you rub your finger in it, and the guy, he will come to your door. He will says, "I'm your servant. I want to marry you." All right. So witchcraft is wrong. There's nothing is called witchcraft. I mean, people, they practice things, but it's stupid. It's not real. Here we go. Who want to place witchcraft on me? Who want to place witchcraft on Trump? Control Trump. You can control the whole world. He is the most powerful man in this earth now. Oh boy. And by the way, those fiction stupidity is mentioned in the Quran. If you remember, the Quran says that somebody can control somebody by blowing the knot. You remember? Quran is the book of voodoo. Stupidity. Let us see. وَالنَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ, chapter 113. But you see, translation here is false. It says the one who blow in the knot. Change the translation. Always don't trust Muslim translation. Remember that. See, we change the translator. Both of them are Muslims. And from the evil of the witchcraft when they blow in the knots. So the Quran confirmed that witchcraft is true. Even Muhammad himself, he was under the control and the spell of witchcraft. Tell you more about the Middle East? Okay, I will tell you something nobody knows. Please don't share that. Only in YouTube, Twitter, and in the Middle East, there's a lot of Middle Eastern. Unbelievable. I mean, you go there, a lot of people like me. Even when I was a kid, I was like, wow. Even kids there, they speak Arabic. You believe it? Even like somebody he is 7, 8 years old, yet he speak Arabic, and Arabic is very hard language. Unbelievable. Even my mom speak Arabic, my dad too. That's the same happened to me. I took into surprise when I went to China. In China, everybody in Chinese, literally. I mean, literally, you don't find no one in China except Chinese. The land of diversity. Like in America, you find people from everywhere. In China, you find nothing but Chinese, and nobody speak English. They have like an office, in tourism office in the airport. So, like, supposedly you ask them a question. The one who worked there, she don't speak English. She point her finger at the brochure, pick it up. Oh boy. How many Christians are left in the Middle East today? Actually, the number of Christians in the Middle East was shrinking for a while because many of them, they were immigrating abroad. But now the number is increasing because a lot of people are converting to Christianity. ISIS help a lot. ISIS help a lot of Muslims to come to Christ. So there's a lot of change happening. not only in area where have ISIS like Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, even Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain. So there is a big change, and I believe that one of the reasons is ISIS, because people, they saw the real image of Islam. There's many Muslims, they don't know really what Islam is about. They think Islam is just they keep saying to them Islam is peace, but they don't know nothing about Islam. But ISIS, they showed the real ugly image of the true Islam, and that make many, especially those who live under ISIS, they are the first to leave Islam. There is many videos, you can watch them on YouTube. The second ISIS left the town, many of them, they decide to shave their beard and to denounce Islam. Right? Yeah, but most of but it depend. Like the lady there, she said in Egypt there's a lot of people converting to Christianity, but they don't dare to say this is true. But there are some areas, like now the Kurdish in Syria, they are controlling their own. There's nobody controlling them, so they are coming to Christ like never before. There's a city, it's called the city of Kobani. Kobani, if you remember, ISIS attacked the city severely, and the attack stayed there for almost 3 months, almost the whole town destroyed. This city, there's nobody there except Kurdish, and the Kurdish are coming to Christ as never before. So there's a lot of great things happening, and there is some ex-Muslims who have Arabic programs in Arabic in TV. They are helping a lot of Muslims to come to Christ too. The same as I do, but I do it in English, they do it in Arabic, you know, and they are ex-Muslims. ISIS is Sunni or Shia. ISIS is Sunni, but there is ISIS of Shia too. All the Islamic Shia militant are ISIS too. All of them are the same, but just different. It's the same coin, different faces. All right, all is the same. Hey, anyway, guys, I think we have enough for today. And Alice, I will be waiting for you. You used to be married for the son of a preacher? And she was married to a son of a preacher, and that make her know the book. So if you are a son of a preacher, that make you know. Hey, Alice, please, can you stop coming to my page? Can you do me a favor? Because honestly, I'm afraid of stupidity. I have a phobia from stupidity. So if I marry a daughter of a preacher, I will learn the gospel, you think? Man, I was saying to myself, what is missing in my life? If there is here any lady, she is the daughter of a preacher, she would like to marry me, so second day I will be knowledgeable in the Bible. That's it. This is all what is missing. Just marry, you know, that's it. So I think I wasted my life studying Islam too. If I marry a daughter of a sheikh, I will become very knowledgeable in Islam. I do not need to study anything. You go to the bedroom, ignorant, you finish boom boom, that's it. You have all the knowledge because you take the knowledge all right away. All right. Islam is Abrahamic. We have a person, his name is Durek. Durek, can you tell me what is Abrahamic about Islam? Let me show you how Islam cannot be Abrahamic, and I will answer from the Quran, even though I was going to leave, but just for you, Mr. Durek. How Islam is Abrahamic and you kiss black stone? How Islam is Abrahamic and you believe that stones can forgive sin? Are you there, Durek? Is it true that the holy stones of the Kaaba, they forgive your sin? Is that Abrahamic? Are you there, Mr. Durek? Is Durek there? What do you have with the Abrahamic? Hello? Abraham, he taught you to kiss the stones, and he told you stones forgive your sin? What happened to Mr. Lurek or Durek, what is her name? What is Abrahamic about Muhammad? Who? What who? I'm talking to you. What who? Who he? Ha? Who? Ha? What who? All this time I'm talking to you and then you answer me by saying who? Your prophet said, if you touch 2 stones in the Kaaba, they forgive your sin. No, I blocked her. I don't have time for stupid talk. Are you there, Durek? This is Abrahamic. What's wrong with kissing black stones? Nothing. I have a toilet seat if you like to kiss it too. Nothing wrong. You are open-minded. Be open-minded and come to my bathroom. And actually it looked the same. Are you there, Durek? What this okay? What this guy is talking about? I mean, I'm talking to them. They say to me, okay. What is that? Abraham was a Jew. That's new for me. Guys, Abraham was a Jew. I mean, are you thinking this is deep? This is so deep. How Abraham can be a Jew? You people are really funny. There was no Jews when Abraham was exist. What are you talking about, brother? Abraham was a Jew. Adam was a Jew too. You did the same exactly as Muhammad, and they say Adam was a prophet and he was a Muslim. Cat Stephen, he became a Muslim. Okay, is that because he's a cat or because he's a Stephen? And what Cat Stephen he know about Islam? Let him call me. He will leave Islam after 5 minutes. I know Dog Stephen too. I know Camel Stephen. I know all the family. I've been in a zoo many times. But what does have to do with proving to me Islam? You are a Christian and you believe that Islam is Abrahamic. Okay, that's a foolish statement from you, my friend, because no Christian should believe that Islam is Abrahamic. The Bible says to you, guys, what the Bible says, who is the Antichrist? Who is the Antichrist? The one who denied the Father and the Son. Jesus said, if you are of your father Abraham, you do the work of your father, but your father is the devil. Don't tell me you are a Christian. You do not know the Bible. If you know the Bible, you will never say Islam is Abrahamic. If there is any Muslim would like to call me, because if you are willing to call me, I'm willing to stay. Any Muslim? I like to be like Cat Stephen. The Catholic teach Islam is Abrahamic. That's false. That's false. You might find some priests they say stupid things, but you find the same from Protestant too. That's not true. Actually, the Muslim, they believe that the most enemy to Islam is the Catholic. That's why always they say this guy was a Catholic, he became a Muslim. They fabricate, even they claim I'm a Catholic, I became a Muslim, because for them they believe that Catholic are the most enemy to Islam. Just a warning, anyone will start attacking the Catholic, I will block you. Anyone will attack the Protestant, I will block you too. Here we don't allow garbage. There's nothing is called Catholic or corrupt, and there's nothing is called Protestant or corrupt. There's people that are corrupt, individuals. Because this is not the form. Here we are talking about Islam. Secondly, to say Catholic are corrupt is stupid. Most of people who help me to translate my books are Catholic. You believe it? We are wonderful. And for free. They did not even take a penny. So why you are speaking lies about the Catholic? Who is the crusade? If not the crusade, all of you will became Muhammad a long time ago. It is because of the Catholic you are a Christian today. If not them, you will be Muhammad a long time ago. That is the truth. Okay, be careful. I don't want to see anyone saying Orthodox is the best church, or Catholic the best church, or Protestant. Otherwise, I will ship you shipping and handling to Allah. This is a warning. All those are not. When you call yourself Orthodox or Catholic or Protestant, you are not being Christian. You are not following Jesus. You should not give yourself any title except Christ. Jesus says, from their fruits you shall know them, not from being Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox. So the priest divided you, and this is what the Quran says. Allah, He will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians until the judgment day. And you are doing the plan of Allah perfectly. Thanks to you and to your priest. You and your priest, they are the servants of the devil. Anyone who divide the Christian, he is serving the devil. He do not know Jesus. He have nothing to do with Jesus. Jesus is not a Christian. For sure he's not a Christian. Are you an idiot? Are you a certified donkey? How Jesus can be Christian? I mean, people are stupid, man. The name Christian is coming from his name. So how he can be Christian? Guys, I don't know. Sometimes I feel I want to commit suicide from the stupidity. Stupidity is killing me. It's killing me. Sometimes I pray I want to die. Stupidity. Jesus was not a Christian. For sure he was not a Christian. Are you stupid or what? We are his followers, so we are called the Christians. He was following of himself, so he will be called a Christian too. Want to hear a joke? No, I don't want to hear a joke. It's enough to look at you. Why I want to hear it? I mean, come on, we have enough. You want to hear a joke? So always remember one thing. Anyone who claimed to be following Christ and he divide between those who love Jesus and worship Jesus, Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox, all of you believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. You believe in the resurrection of Jesus. You believe that there is no salvation but by him. And the devil, he divided you. He make you churches when the Lord, he says there's one church. Anyone he divide, he is not serving Christ. If you are a Catholic, you are my brother. If you are a Protestant, you are my brother. If you are an Orthodox, you are my brother. The second you go out of the truth, you are not. If you deny the Father, you deny the Son, Jesus says, I deny you. And neither the Catholic, neither the Protestant, neither the Orthodox, they deny anything about Jesus. So stop being silly, being silly and stupid. Stop following the devil. Anyway, we go back to our topic. If there is any Muslim want to say something? Any Muslim want to say something to us about the beautiful cult of Islam? Tell you about your experience when I was in Islamic school. I don't know which experience I will tell you. Once I wanted to go to the library, and I went in the elevator in the university, and the elevator, I want to go to the first floor, and the elevator went all the way to the basement. Like I was confused which one is the first floor, so looked like I hit the basement had many floors too under the ground. So the first basement, which means the first floor underground, the elevator opened and I found myself in the mosque. And guys, there was like 300 shoes in the front of the elevator. 300 shoes. I felt like I am in the shoes land. And all the shoes in the front of the elevator, they are ugly and they are bad. Anyone knows why? Anyone knows why? I think maybe none of you knows. When you go to the mosque to pray, it is the best place to lose your shoes because they will steal it. So the thieves will come and they choose what? They choose the new shoes. They will not choose the ugly. So there's shoes only for the prayer. Only. It have to be dirty, ugly, and old and have holes in it. Let me see if I can find you some videos. There's a lot of videos actually. There's thousands of videos about stealing shoes in the mosque. Just search for stealing shoes in the mosque and you will find endless. All right. So what they do, actually, this is why many of them, if they have a new shoe, what they will do, they put the shoe inside their shirt. They take the shoe and put it inside their jacket with them, or like, you know, because they should take it off from their feet. And you will see the thieves, they come and they choose the best of the shoes and they take them. You know, this is very, very well known. I mean, this is not something, I mean, this is not something new. Shoes theft in the mosque is very popular in the Middle East. You know, this is why, like, if you want to go to the mosque right away, your wife will say to you, why you are wearing the shoes? You just bought it yesterday. Oh boy. Yeah. Thank you. What's your name? A God Edged Nawaka. I don't know. I think this is an Indonesian name. Nawaka. I think so. Well, this is the beautiful thing about YouTube. Look, we are from around the world, and we are united as Christians. That is beautiful. This is why I always try my best to spread the spirit of unity, because first that will make you feel strong, will make you feel you have a big family. You are not a little tiny sect. Don't follow that. We are number one. Believe in the word. We are not small. They try to make us small, shrink us, divide us so they can conquer. Do you understand? Divide and conquer. We are strong when we are not divided. And our strength is by united around one name, that is Christ. Not the Pope, not a Protestant priest, not an Orthodox patriarch. They will never unite us. They divide us. Don't follow anyone. Follow him. Never trust a man. All men are sinners, including me. You trust only your Lord. Trusting a man is a foolish decision. Who am I? I'm a sinner. Maybe I'm more sinner than you. How you can trust? You trust only the one who commit no sin. All right? So be careful, my friend. Someone want to debate me? Who is that someone? You scared me now. Is that someone or some two? Someone, some two, some three? Who is this someone? Who is that someone? Who is this? Can you do the language of birds? I cannot do the, what is today? Today is Sunday. Sunday I don't do the language of birds. I do the language of Zakir Naik. Brother and sister, you're the person Democrat, and that coward, he never saw his faith. I told you, say your faith. If you are brave, show your faith. And I tell you why you don't say your faith. Because he's ugly. What birds? Hey, come on. Who is the Abdul wanna debate me? Hello? Language of the ants. Yeah, you remind me in the Quran where the Quran says that Suleiman, he heard the speech of the ant. I mean, how you can hear the ant? The ant, they are deaf and mute. How you can do that? Unbelievable. Defert? Who is Defert? Defert, there's a guy, his name is Defert. Want to debate me? I cannot debate you, my friend. I'm scared. Uh, actually, once a Muslim, he told me, Christian Prince, how you explain to me the Quran said that a Namla, she warned her friends, and according to science, only female ants, they warn, they are the guardian. So I said to the guy, in Arabic, we have only one word. We use it for male and female, and that is Namla. So where is the science here? Unbelievable. I mean, those guys, they are desperately looking for a miracle in the Quran. So brother, how the Quran knew that it's a female ant? My friend, there's nothing is called female ant. This is Arabic language. In Arabic, we call all kind of ants. As long as it's one, we call it Namla. Unbelievable. How the Quran knows. And then at the same time, I told him, well, you are saying, as long as you are talking about science and miracles, how Suleiman, he heard the speech of the ant, and the ant don't talk. He was amused with her speech. Ants are deaf, mute. They communicate in two ways, either chemical or vibration. So how he was amused with her speech? Any Muslim can tell us how this happened? Anyone? How he heard her speech? Hello? And the Quran says that Allah, he taught Suleiman the language of the birds. Okay. He taught him the language of the birds, as you see just a verse before, but he been taught the language of the birds, but he understand the language of the ants. Hello. Brother and sisters, I went to China, brother, to learn Arabic, and when I went to China to learn Arabic, I found myself learning Urdu, and then I speak Urdu. Brother, but in China they don't speak Urdu. How you learned Urdu in China, brother? That's very simple. Because I entered the long classroom. Instead of entering Chinese language and Arabic language, I entered the Urdu. So I end in Urdu. Okay. So Allah, he taught him the language of the birds, and yet he understand the language of the ants. That's unbelievable. That's so beautiful. The language of the birds, what is that? I speak it too. So beautiful. Quran is so beautiful. So beautiful. It's so smart too. Very genius. The one who wrote the Quran is a genius. You read from the left or the right, it doesn't matter. It's a genius. He is a genius. Any Abdul? Wait, I thought Allah only know Arabic. Yeah, and then guys, and then he have an army. His army is what? His army is a genie and birds and men. So he have three armies. One army of birds, including chickens, turkey, you name it. Birds, all birds. And another army of genie, shaitan. Shaitan even they serve in the army of Suleiman, yes. And a human. And he have a flying carpet. However, brother, when Suleiman he entered the valley of the ants, it's like California, you know. It's very well known state. It's called the state of ants. Very well known. One of the ants, look, Suleiman, he can hear all the ants, but he heard only one. Look how much he can focus because he do yoga. Like he was sitting on top of the horse doing yoga. Like in the Chinese movies, you see the guy with a long white beard and very funny long white mustache and very long white hair, huh? And he's doing yoga and he's flying in the wind. And then they hit him with the sword, but nobody can hit him. Nobody can hit him. It's impossible. That's Chinese movie. Suleiman was doing exactly the same, and he was doing yoga, and many ants are talking, tons of ants, millions of ants, but he heard only one ant. Any Muslim can explain to us why only this ant is important for him? With all of them they are talking supposedly, only this ant have a microphone. I think this ant was broadcasting in YouTube. Anyone? And by the way, China is not a bad country. I'm not talking about the government. China is the coming, giant Christian country. Christianity is spreading in China as you will not believe it. You will not believe it. You see, many of you always when you talk about China, we talk about communists, right? The day I arrived, not this year, the year before, the day I arrived to China, the same day I arrived, there was a huge church demolished by the government. A church fit for 25,000 members. Imagine how big it is. They demolish it, but always the Chinese government, when they demolish churches, they think they are fighting Christianity, but the fact is doing us a better job. Because look what will happen. Now we have 25,000 believers. They go underground and they open their houses as small churches, and that will make them grow a lot faster. Because there's many Chinese who are afraid from the communist government to be known that they became Christians. It's easier for them to come to your house and learn about Christ and pray with you from coming to a church, because going to a church, that's it. The Chinese government, they have cameras and they are watching whoever come in and whoever come out. So China is the coming Christian giant. Like, let me show you. If I go right now, maybe most of you will be surprised. You will not believe it what you will see now. And I type in YouTube, church in China. All of us, we knew that this is a communist country. But it is beyond your imagination. They put them in jail, they capture them, they torture them, they fight them, but the number of Christians is growing as you will not believe. Let me see. Let me see if I can find you. This is how they do their churches. Here you see demolishing the huge church. You see, this is 1 year ago. Associated Press. You see it? A huge church was destroyed, demolished, mega church. Chinese government accused of crackdown on Christian, but this is how Christians, they really join together and they have their churches. smaller groups, and the number are growing so fast. Yet they destroy churches, but by destroying one church, 10 churches will be open. Look how many churches. Look, all those videos. They destroy them. And not only that, they force the Christians to put the Chinese communist flag in the top of the church. Look how they do it. You see, I was talking about it. Look, I was looking at the church and I saw the flag, and I asked them, the Christians, why the flag is there. They said we have to. The communist, they force, and the flag have to be higher than the cross. The flag have to be higher in the height. Not only you have to put the flag like you cannot put the flag in the door, or no, you have to put it in the top of the church and have to be higher, whatever higher, like half meter, 1 meter, doesn't matter. It have to be higher. Okay. But after all of this, still Christianity, I assure you, China is Christian country. I believe in list maybe, I don't think even 30 years from now, the majority of China will be Christian, and I believe that communism is going to collapse, and not far from now we will have a Christian president and Christian government in China. Yeah. And actually, always I notice from my experience from the Middle East, the more they fight us, the more they discriminate us, the more we become better Christians and more devoted. And I believe, me myself, if I am not from where I'm coming from, I don't think I will be who I am today. Discrimination make you a better Christian. It's like the iron and the steel. You know, iron is iron, but there's steel and there's iron. So fire make of you a better iron. So they try to burn us, but they turn us into a steel in a good way. What is your thought about India? What I know that India, they have a lot of Christians coming, a lot of Hindu coming to Christ, but you see the problem is in India, many Christians, they've been fooled by Muslims around them. They don't convert them to Islam, no, but there's many naive Christians in India. They think Muslims and Christians, they believe in the same God. So Christians in India, they need help to have a real understanding. You know what I mean? And it's not their fault, by the way, because there is many priests. This is the problem in our churches, a priest. Like if you go to your church, even the one who don't like Islam, you ask him, he will say to you, Islam is Abrahamic, correct? Not only that, how many of you heard your priest saying that Muslims are the children of Ishmael? You hear it always, right? Even in the church which is not sponsoring Islam, against Islam, yet the priest, he says to you that Muslims are from Ishmael. But that's false. Anyone of you ask him, where do you get this from? Where in the Bible it says that the Muslims or even the Arab from Ishmael? Where do you get this from? So the problem is we have a lot of ignorant, and the ignorant one are teaching us about others. They themselves are ignorant about Islam, yet they want to teach you about Islam. Yeah, but you know, Christian Queen, this is very normal because Muslims, they gang against you when you speak against Islam. That's not because of a Twitter. You know, Twitter, they have a software, automatic software, the same as YouTube. They gang against you. They flag you, flag you, flag you, flag you, and then you have to fight it back. You have to write for them, etc. But don't be upset. Make a new account. What a big deal. I have 1,000 accounts. They take one. I have the plan. It's called the plan of bubbles. They cannot stop me. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. So this is the point. They flag you. They think they can stop you, but if they notice that it doesn't work with you, right? What do you think of Jehovah's Witnesses? They have nothing to do with Jehovah, and they have nothing to do with witnesses. They are a bunch of potatoes. They are potatoes, literally. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. Actually, I want to go to China, but I'm not sure when I can do it. Maybe in the winter. All right. Let us see. Actually, I have a video. I have a video of me. I was speaking to Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't know how many of you saw it. I was in France. This was last summer. You know. Let me see if I can find the video. And the second you start asking them questions, they run away, you know. Jehovah's Witnesses, they target Christians, they don't talk to Muslims. And they target the one who is naive, who do not know much. This was me in France. Okay. So I was walking in the street. Hello everyone, and peace of the Lord to all. This is Christian Prince with you, and right now I am in France. It's very nice and peaceful, and just wanted to record this short video to share with you where I am right now. Here we go. Look, we. Jehovah, there's Jehovah's Witnesses. Do you speak English, guys?
Yes.
You guys are Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yes.
Ah, all right. You know, how come you have a wrong translation for the Bible?
We don't have it here.
I know, but how come you have wrong translation? I saw your translation is very wrong.
Why do you say our translation is wrong?
Because I know the original translation, how it is, I mean the text.
When you have a translation that says people can't kill, and you have religion that kill, do you think...
What kill? I'm talking about translation. If you open John chapter 1, verse number 1, it says, in the beginning it was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was a God. In your book. In your book.
If you read the rest of the chapter, you can...
No, how God became a God. How God became a God.
A God.
You know what a God mean? It means there's many gods.
No.
Do you believe in one God or many gods?
Just, I have King James Version. It's not a translation. It's not...
No, Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't have King James. You use your own translation.
That's not a problem.
No, it's problem. What? You saw my hand? Are you serious? Unbelievable. That's scary. You saw my hand in the video? I don't even see my hand. Where is my hand? No, because that will change the meaning.
No, it's not.
I saw Jehovah's Witnesses book. Which book is yours?
If you read
okay, can you read for me from your book? From your book in English. See, he denied that it does say that. I told him in your book, in the translation, the first translation you say that it was a God, a God. He says, no, this is King James. This King James is not your book. Show me your book.
I can.
All right. Does it say a God or it says God?
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was a God.
A God, see?
Yes.
How that can be? What a God mean? There's many gods. When you say a God, it means...
Or was divine.
My friend, when you say a man, it means he's just a man out of many. A God, it means he is a God out of many. How many gods you have?
It's a small letter.
I understand. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how big it is. When you say a God, it means there's many gods. Do you believe in many gods?
Many creator was divine essence.
Many creators?
Yes.
Who is the first? Who is the second? Who is the third?
You have angels.
Angels are creators.
Yes.
Created who?
But what kind of creature?
No. Angels are created what? Anyway, guys, I'm not going to play all of it. You can watch it, and you can enjoy seeing my hand. For those who see my hand, I mean, you saw my hand. That's dangerous, scary. So, you see, there's many creators. You know, Jehovah's Witnesses is nothing but a cult. They have nothing to do with Jehovah. They witness for nothing but lies. So never take any one translation of the Bible unless it's approved. Even if there is a new translation of the Bible, be careful. Don't just buy a Bible and read it. You have to be careful about, like, there's many false translations. They add, they take, they change the words. Be aware. Don't accept, especially new ones, because there's many cults. They print a new translation which is fit with their cult, the same as Jehovah's Witnesses. All right. Yeah. So you have to be careful. And then you will see at the end they run away from me. They run away. Potatoes. Actually, I was not going to talk to them, but I saw them in my way. I mean, it's their fault. Why you go my way? It was Muslims, I will talk to them too, but it was Jehovah's Witnesses. Why I make you laugh? I don't know, Salil. Let me wonder why. Maybe because I'm funny, Salil. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. There is options. You can choose one or call a friend. Can you talk about Muhammad cheating on his wife? No, Muhammad did not cheat on his wife. This is wrong. Muhammad, he was sleeping with other women. That's all. And there's a huge difference. Let me tell you, like, Muhammad is a very open-minded person. Most likely he was a Democrat, you know, from Bill Clinton organization. Bill Clinton, he was sleeping with Monica Lewinsky. Was he cheating? Absolutely not. He was just asking a woman to give him a help in the office for some sexual business. Nothing personal, brother. It's all sexual. Okay? So we have to understand that the Prophet is a very decent man. He's just, you know, this is no, it's just business. No, there's nothing personal. Sexual business. So what you are saying is cheating or something. This is not even fair. You guys are full of hate. Unbelievable. For your safety, be careful of outside videos, even if your hand, even a finger. No, my friend, I don't show myself, not because of safety, because I don't look good. I don't want to scare people. You see, if I might show myself in the camera right now, what we have 500, we will have 5, and the 5 will stay as the blind one. Do you think I'm not showing myself because I don't care? But brother, if I show myself, nobody will listen to me. Now you think I'm handsome, etc. You have your imagination, like it's an internet. This guy, he must be handsome. Maybe have a green eyes, blue eyes, like you know, even maybe I don't know. You can imagine things. By the way, I'm so tall, very handsome, extremely. You know, like all. You just imagine, right? So I don't want to have only the ones who lost their sight to stay here, even though they are welcome, but. Anyway, no, honestly, I don't mind even to show myself, but for me, I feel more comfortable because you know, I'm known by many, by voice. So if I am known by face, I will not be comfortable wherever I go. There's many they hate me, and there's many they love me really. But even from those who loves me, I will not be comfortable. I like to be no one. Same time, I receive extra blessing. I receive no glory of my own. I wrote books, I made videos, I do all what I do, but there's Christian Prince is no one. And that is the beautiful about it. The Lord, he says, when you give with the right hand, don't let the left hand know. So now I do, but I don't receive. I receive only blessing from my Lord, because you know nothing of me. There's many people, they do things just for their fame, you know, to be known, to be famous, to do etc. For me, I don't really care for this. And actually, as you see, I since the beginning I start making videos, or I say people copy my videos. I don't care about how many subscribers I have, because the point is doing the mission, not me. Who care about me? I might, you know, die today, maybe die tomorrow, And then the Muslim, they will say Allah killed him. Hey brother, did you hear about Christian Prince? He died, brother. Allah killed him, brother. Allah killed him. Yeah. Yeah. You walked in France in a sarong. For all we know, I don't know what sarong mean. See, don't use a hard language for me. My English is very limited. My friend, why you are doing that to me? Now I need to open the dictionary and I need to look. We need to find a wife for you. Did I do anything wrong to you? What's your name? Watch and pray. Did I do anything wrong to you? Why you are doing that? Why you are saying that? I mean, come on. Did I hurt you? Did I harm you? Why you want to find a wife for me? Oh, come on, please. Don't do that. You claim you like me and you support me and then you want to find me a wife? Why? I mean, come on. If I have a wife now, I will be forced to wash dishes, go into the bed early, and she will say to me, it is 12:14 a.m. in the morning and you're still talking to those people? Is that what you want? Are you serious? Come on, man. No, actually, if I get a wife, I will have time for you the same as before, because whoever want to marry me, she have to understand before she marry me what I do. Either she accept or no deal. My mission come first. I'm just joking with you about I don't really, otherwise that's it. That's what I do. Right? That's what I do. You don't like it, don't. Who's forcing you? Nobody. It's very important. There's a priority in your life, and you should tell right away. And actually, whoever she, if ever happened, she should know what is my priority. So either she accept or that's it. There's no deal. No, she cannot complain because she knew she will know what I do before to go into marriage or etc. Honesty is very important because it's the key of success. And always try to, marriage is a partnership and a friendship before anything else. So when you take someone as a wife, you are taking her first as a friend. Always take a friend who have a brain and not selfish, and for sure a good believer. So a selfish person always think about himself, like she want to own me, she want to own you, stay with her, spend more time, because she is not thinking, okay, he's helping many people, so I am happy that my husband is doing this. So you need a person who don't like to be selfish. She is willing to sacrifice from her own time. Yes, he is her husband and he should spend time with her, but she understood too that he is doing a great job to help somebody. So if she is a good woman, then she will go ahead with the mission. She will be a sponsor for the mission. She will not be an obstacle. All right? And actually, I advise everybody, regardless what you do, never marry a male or female selfish. Selfishness is a disease, is an illness. A person who is selfish will never love you, will never be good to you, and will sell you out for the first better deal. Maybe tomorrow she will meet a new man who is more rich than you. She's selfish, or he is selfish. Or he will see a woman, she is more beautiful than you, younger than you. He will like to trade, to trade, because this person is selfish. So a selfish person you cannot trust, and there's no future with such a person. You will never have success, and that goes for male and female, doesn't matter. So dignity, honesty, believe, and not to be selfish. A person who always think about others, this person always will be loved wherever he go, and he will sacrifice, by the way, because he is the one who is giving, which means he might himself he suffer because he give, but still he will be the most successful person wherever he go, because always he sacrifice to help others. And this is what his family is about. Otherwise, if you are married just to have a woman in the bed to have sex with her, I mean, that is a stupid reason. That is a really stupid reason. All right. This is why the Muslims, they marry like this. They marry, they don't even know the girl. They go and marry the girl, and they sleep with her, and then she have babies, and then they will have a horrible life, right? Shaitan and hills are closed in Ramadan. Okay. All right. She must cook potatoes? No, I don't want anyone. I cook better than women, trust me. If you see my food, you will not believe it. Oh, what? Women, they don't know how to cook. Come on, women, face it. The best cook is a male. The best fashion designer is a male. Hello? Come on. Face it. We cook better than women. We do cook better than, actually I do cook. Sometimes I ask myself how I learned how to cook. I don't even know how to, the only food I used to know how to cook is how to slaughter an egg. That's it. You know? And then I became really a good cook. All right, I think we have enough for today. I'm not going to keep this video. There's nothing there, actually. We did not get any Muslim to debate us, but we wanted to have a nice conversation with you guys. And I hope you did enjoy the time with us. And I'm so glad to have many people here who really support what I do. And I love you all. I have a family which I do not know. And this is something beautiful. And I have a family who loves me, and yet they don't know me, which is really wonderful. And I think this is a blessing from the Lord, that we have people who loves us, but yet they never met us. And this is a proof that loving others have nothing to do with physical things. It is a spiritual. You love somebody, but you don't know that person, but yet you love this person for what he do, or for whatever reason you have. So the Lord always, he gave us a gift, and always we have to try to discover our gifts. You see, many of us, we have amazing gifts the Lord he gave us, but we don't know them. And mostly we notice our gift because somebody says to you, you have whatever, like you sing good. So somebody else discovering the gift for you, but the fact you should discover your gifts. And most of the gifts we have, it is gifts we never used. We don't even know about them, but they are there. And the most important gift is to use your brain for the sake of helping others for good, not for evil. God gave you a brain. He made us different from animals. Sex, food, needs is the same for animals too, but there is something unique about us. That is the brain. And the brain, if you train, like I say, you train yourself how to use it, is going to give you a very beautiful joy. You will learn about the Lord better. You will understand him better. You will change the way you think, the way you live, and the way you act. Train your brain. Don't be lazy. Read the Bible and try yourself to live the story, not to read the story. And let your brain search, study, gain more informations, because the day goes and you don't learn something new, that day is gone for nothing. The best joy is to serve and to learn. And this is what we do here. I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you, and forgive me if I was rude to some of you. Sometimes I say things I don't mean to hurt anyone, but it's just, you know, as you see, I'm a person who make fun of myself too. just for the sake of making fun and making everybody happy. I hope that we are learning good things, and I hope that all of us, we will stay as a family, and we will meet one day in the front of the Lord, and we will enjoy His glory, which He will share with us. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you again, Christ is Lord and Islam is false. Thank you.